We meant to, and then fucking forgot, and so we got the things in the mail to remind us. I was like, oh man,
Trinity, it's your fault. No, I'm kidding.
I know it's entirely my fault, and I'm so pissed about it.
Oh, I'm gonna go vote right now. I sure am voting. Oh, I love voting. I'm gonna go vote right now. Wow, that was a really good voting. I sure am.
Is he doing drugs while he's voting?
Yes, I think he is.
I wasn't. I certainly didn't forget that I was wearing my high
t-shirt. Responsibility and irresponsibility.
I was wearing walking into the Honda dealership with my pot leaf shirt. Taking a God,
Bruh, I only go to the Honda dealership with a blunt in my mouth.
Okay, I know shit.
So you know exactly what the fuck I'm about.
What very valid reasons, but I swear when we go like more than a week without playing, my brain, when we come back together, just turns to a fucking chaotic mush ball on like.
Yeah, it's
chaos
on drugs. Like just bouncing around.
We're also sewing on buttons.
No, I'm just imagining.
I've been so grateful.
No, I have to make picture frames, okay? And I've decided I'm not doing them by hand, so I've been putting it off until I can go properly cut them, because all I have is like whatever the like little yellow thing with the like handsaw. I don't remember what those are called. We had like an actual
miter box,
cable saw, we had a chop saw, miter box. Yep, those things. We had all of those until we had to bring them back to Tim's parents. And I swear, like,
how dare they ask for them back?
I cut one frame by hand, never again.
I mean, I have a sewing machine.
Wait, can anyone else hear that echo?
No.
I mean, I have a sewing machine.
Can anyone else hear that
echo?
No one else has an echo right now?
Sorry, no.
Then I'm gonna figure it
out. I have stream muted fully.
I don't figured it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you
I had opened our stream in mute from like regular thing, but then I opened moderator view and it decided to unmute it.
Oh.
And I did not realize it, and I was like, this echo is driving me fucking insane. What the hell is this?
That'll do it.
It'll do.
Just like a little crazy. Not like a lot, but
just
like
yeah,
completely insane.
Like the grip is slipping, but not like totally gone.
Like just
like me every day.
Precarious, I think, is the word.
I don't know that I had too big of a grip on it to begin with.
Yeah, I
don't even know that there were hands near whatever grip situation there was.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure I've just been floating in the ether.
Life's a roller coaster.
The concept.
Because my hands just go like this, and then I'm on.
The amount of times I've cried today. It's absolutely a roller coaster. Welcome to Life in Cygnus A. It's our Tuesday campaign here at Game Daddy Amateur Hour.
And I'm making a try
to
avoid a breakdown.
It's just my constant state of being. It's just.
I was gonna say, does that mean we're now live?
Yeah, we've been live.
Oh.
I told you before we went live.
Whatever you do, don't vote on stream.
Don't do it.
No, the government don't do that. It is illegal.
It is though.
Yeah.
I was trained to be a poll worker.
Let me put away these votes.
Let me put away all these votes I have.
God damn it, Noah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Game Daddy is actually in the chat today.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Hey, look at him.
Oh my
Father, hello.
I would have put my
Father has come to witness our chaotic.
I hope y'all are fucking ready, because moods tonight.
I make no guarantees of my mental acuity or my.
I was talking to the audience about us.
Came here to rock and or roll all night long. Sweet Susie, let's fucking go.
Steppy and Noah, once again, are both happy to be here and happy to be a part of
Just happy to be included.
You know what? I think this mood kind of embodies perfectly the fact that Mara and Iris have been cooped up in a hotel room, like poring over shit. Like that's kind of the feeling I have in my brain of just like this, like zombie-esque, like everything's fine. It's all fine.
Yeah,
We're so good. We're so good.
Where like her eyes are just a little dead inside. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everyone's fine. Everyone's had a great night.
It's so good.
We had
there's a little bit of deadness, a little bit of haunted whatever behind her eyes. She's just
I'm gonna take a hot second to say that I am genuinely very, very proud of you guys, because you got so much good shit last session. You got video surveillance, you got journal, you got like people to talk to. It is a good day for party members. Crystal and Steppy had their own separate like nights away from research. Dexter got to chill with a journal while Iris and Mara were just cooped up for hours with video surveillance.
Just learning all of the things.
Learning.
no, all the things.
I had a great rest.
Yeah.
I normally sleep pretty well. So, well, Steppy normally sleeps.
Sleeps super well.
Father requests that everyone wish little baby boy Noah a happy birth.
Birth.
Wee baby boy birth.
Oh, please.
We did do
Wee
that
baby birth.
Please.
just prior to stream.
Thank you. My
were born
birth was very happy. Thank you.
into this time, and God, I'm so sorry.
Right, like you
But,
picked
like,
a
congrats
shit
on
draw.
being out of the
I'm
womb.
very
We all
grateful.
picked it together.
We're in
all
this
here
together.
I'm grateful. I am.
right?
That you picked this time to be. Way to go, Noah.
Hell yeah, thank you. I chose
job.
it myself.
Yes.
I won the race, and I was like, May 9th? Great.
Shit.
Fucking Taurus. So we'll start back in session with everyone meeting the next morning after poring over all of the information at the Squeaky Knee. The city's pretty quiet this morning. It's the weekly day of rest for most businesses, so everyone's pretty sleepily going along, but you guys have supplied coffee and eggs and toast at the Squeaky Knee.
Mara has not stopped sipping on coffee.
Hella caffeinated.
You've
everyone
noticed her
looking?
hands are a little bit like I wasn't kidding when I said dead-eyed, a little haunted, like a little jittery. But she's also like, you are not gonna believe what we just found.
Steppy is scared, but does inquire further. Doesn't get very close to you. Gives you like a 10
Just gives Mara a very wide berth, but is still very much
Gives you like
curious.
I wonder
Yes.
what it is.
Crystal
Okay,
has
you
a
look
very-
great, Mara. Wow.
Yes, I would be interested in hearing what you guys were able to find in your searches and discoveries.
So she'll pretty much give a rundown of Mara. I think Mara and Iris, how you looking?
I feel like Iris would be like right as rain, man. Like she loves research and she loves taking notes and she loves learning about stuff. And so she'd be like jazzed. She'd be like ready to go.
I feel like based
It's
off
a
of
very,
that.
very contrasting
Mara,
image between the two
Oh,
of
yeah.
you.
So
Like,
Mara
yeah.
an
looks hurt
all-nighter
and Iris is
spent-
glowing.
an all-nighter spent learning and like researching. Fuck yeah.
Mara,
You're drinking like green tea.
She's just
The
like
calmest
great.
you've ever seen Iris.
So Mara is going through everything, and I imagine every couple of sentences, Iris will butt in. Mara will stop as Iris starts and tells them correct information. But clarifies that whatever Mara is saying make like to make it make sense.
I feel like Mara will
she's
just, like,
just kind of
yell about stuff like in like
what would be your
broken
like priority?
sentences.
What would be the first thing out of your mouth?
So Mara is pretty much, if everyone's gonna be like, oh, what did you learn? She's gonna sit back and kind of she's gonna pull out the laptop and pull up a video or a screenshot that they would have taken of Top Hat and Pinstripe on the corner. Like Levi's kind of in front of them, but their face is like towards the camera.
we gotta
And she's gonna be like, we fucking found him. Look at this. And
she opens it up, spins it around, and you can see the like huge height difference between Top Hat and Pinstripe now. Like previously it was pretty easy to see, but now it's like, oh Jesus Christ, this dude's like 7 foot and this other dude's like 5'3". And
she's just sitting there like this look at this crazy, like what the and she's gonna immediately show it to Dexter, because thinking that like, oh, you know this area, you're gonna know who this is. Whatever. So far you've known so many people.
I do know people. I'm a knower of people.
I'm a knower.
Forgive me. I did know these two, right? By reputation as part of the New London, Old London, New Old London.
It's that Dexter knows them from Beatrice or Lottie.
Okay.
That's all my notes say. I have no idea. You got it, bud.
Nice. It's been a long 2 weeks.
It's been a long 2 weeks. Yeah. You recognize them as being a couple of goons of a up and coming gang leader called the Benefactor. Lottie and Beatrice would definitely have more information, especially being that they live in Old Town.
Got it. And we haven't tapped them yet because we've just been researching all night.
Yeah.
Got it. So that's maybe on our to-do list today. After breakfast.
You
breakfast
little shit. No, absolutely not.
I'm
do
sorry.
Not get my pizza.
No, I'm sorry, but I really want it.
just share.
I felt the.
Have you considered giving me the pizza?
Can I have it?
I felt the desk shake a little bit, and I was like, "What the? What?" I heard like a slight clicking sound. I look over, and Ferguson fully stretched up with one paw and one claw hooked into one bit of pizza, just trying to get it off.
A snack for the baby?
No, baby.
He's mine.
Cannot.
My cat grabbed my hand with her paw a little bit ago and aggressively groomed me for like 10 minutes and wouldn't let me move. So,
no, mother, you must be loved.
Terrifying.
Yeah. When I tried to move my hand, she would give me airplane ears. Sorry.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as Mara has like said, like she'll ramble on a little bit about like what they found in the video, but not show them the video. She'll just show them the picture.
Yeah.
Essentially of like Levi talked to them, Levi talked to Ada, then they came and like did essentially the rundown of what their fight was from the last episode or session.
Both.
So Levi and all of his gang, the Lost Boys with the goons and
I like Epicession. It's like Epicenter but sexier.
Something like that.
I just dropped my dice and rolled a useless.
And as soon as she's done, she's just gonna be like, "Yep, that's that," and then she's gonna shut the laptop, sit back, put her hands in her lap for a second, and then like hold her coffee and just like cozy up and just like zombie.
I thought you had the
just, like,
caffeine
stare-
shakes.
Like stare at everyone else of like
1,000-yard stare.
What did you find?
Who's next in the sharing circle?
Stubby's gonna point to the computer.
Also, F's in the chat for Game Daddy. I have officially reached that age where I sneeze and say, "Ow, fuck, my back.
Oh no.
Same.
Brother.
Same, bro.
I sit in the wrong chair. And I'm like,
listen, when I get rich, you're all
"Ooh."
getting massage therapy. You're getting massages. You're getting a double massage.
Everybody's getting touched.
You get fancy F's in the chat for you, Cal.
Fancy.
Loud F's.
Forte.
Forte F's.
Yeah.
Here
The loudest F's I could find.
The loudest F's I could find.
Shut up.
A fortissimo F.
Ugh.
What?
Musical F.
Oh no.
No.
Coda. Oh, Coda, you fucking cutie pie. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, we lost.
We
lost
lost
to Trinity.
Oh.
There we be.
I literally
Hello?
have to steal my daughter's boppy pillow to put behind my back when I sit on the couch.
Tell me how it works.
No shame. I am the proud owner of a maternity pillow, and I do not have children, nor do I ever plan on having
Whatever
children.
works.
Maternity pillows are so nice.
It's not silly if it makes your life easier.
Not silly.
It's
if
an
it works.
accommodation.
I have
when I get to
convinced
use
my
the
cat to
constant
leave me
pillow.
alone by covering the plate with another plate.
Ooh, cat trap. There you go.
It's just gonna end up doing what I did earlier with tacos, which was just slam your hand down aggressively and then tacos fly everywhere, or in your case, pizza.
I mean,
Huzzah.
it's a lot harder for pizza to fly everywhere.
Actually,
Depends on how hard you
I don't
slam it.
want to get into this, but I do want to talk about this on our show, Sweet Corn and Strong Opinions. How hard can you throw a pizza? I think you could throw a pizza really hard and really good because it's like a frisbee.
Yeah, it's
Right,
fly.
but you have to worry about is it
Okay,
cut though?
so I do
hot?
have a
You
question.
have to think about
Is it
like
cut?
the thickness of the crust and what the toppings do
Even
to
if
it,
it's
too, 'cause
cut
I
in a
think the weight-
triangle, you can
Like the
fling
air-
that
also
thing.
the
I
aerodynamics
think
of
the
deep
weight of
dish
it
versus
is gonna,
thin
like,
crust.
cause issues. We need to talk
How
about
hot
this.
Exactly.
This is a
exactly.
good topic.
Coda,
Is it a
uh,
hot
We're gonna
pizza? Is
pin-
it a cold pizza?
Pin in the conversation.
Pin.
that.
Oh.
Pin.
we gotta
Pin
pin
that.
it.
We're gonna
Okay.
pin that,
Mar-
And
Mara-
to answer Coda's question real quick.
and we'll get back to it.
Coda, it is a Totino's pepperoni party pizza with regular
sauce and cheese is so sweet. on my
Colby
cookies.
Jack cheese and bacon added to it.
Fuck yeah!
Fancy.
The concept of fancifying a Totino's had not occurred to me.
Really?
Honestly,
Oh.
no.
The
There
only
was-
thing I'm
Fuck is
missing
that
right now is a
pineapple?
mug full of pickles, and this would be the perfect meal.
Pickle mug is the best.
There was a
Bro.
time where I stopped
What
working
were
at
you about to
Costco
say?
and I hadn't yet started working at TD Ameritrade. And that whole inner stretch, I just cleaned out my Costco 401k to live on. I had so many pizzas that were fancy because I bought a bag of shredded cheese and just fucking
Yes.
right on top of that bitch.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not that poor because this pizza has
Because
additional
this
cheese.
pizza, because it's extra
Yeah.
cheese.
This is fancy
Yeah.
it's
living.
luxury.
See, or
God,
you
I'm
make
doing well.
You make
The-
mac and cheese and you put it on top of the pizza. That's a mac and cheese
They put
pizza
extra
right
cheese
there.
in the mac and cheese.
I'm taking a tiny little step out towards distraction to then say the only fancification that I've done with pizza is I've made Jack's cake pizza, which is where you take several different Jack's pizzas and you layer them like a cake.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had
And
a
then you
friend
put
once.
What
frosting
did you
on
think
all
I
of
was
it.
going to
I-
say?
No, Sarah, I had a friend once invite us over for dinner and did not tell us that he had made like a big frozen pizza with a smaller frozen pizza on top with like 4 mini pizzas, and then each mini pizza had like
Pizza
4
bagels.
bagel bites on it. And then each bagel bite had 2 pizza rolls on it.
That's luxury.
Sorry, are you
I was
telling me you
visionary.
met God?
No, Satan.
Bro,
I was
how
gonna say,
good
please
is
Even better.
Oh.
Listen,
Here's the problem though. When you
Okay,
bake
okay.
something that's frozen, where
Oh.
does the frozen water go?
Oh. So it's just
Down.
like a pizza swamp?
It was definitely a pizza swamp. It
I
was so
swear
gross.
to you, this is the final note. I swear to you to redo this correctly. So Mara and Iris have divulged the surveillance.
Wait, if he would have cooked them all in separate places, he could have
and then combine them just structurally.
You stack them after they're crispy.
And you have to fry some portions of it. I have a whole idea.
Okay, pin it. Pizza pins.
Two pins.
I told you. Told you we're here.
I'll put it in my notes.
I'm gonna start.
Okay? I've got a list.
There
I got
you.
Mara and Iris have divulged to the rest of the party the surveillance that they found, giving you an incredibly good look at both Pinstripe and Top Hat's faces, being able to then show this to people to say, hey, you seen this bitch?
Probably with all of the same sidebars we just had.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But maybe
Side note,
coffee and like
That's
beignets
all canon.
instead of pizza.
Them.
I mean,
You guys know that they make toast sandwiches?
Gross. Get that shit out of here. That's just 3 slices of bread.
Britain is a godless wasteland of culinary destitution.
they put beads on toast.
That's just...
It's not that bad.
It's good. It's good.
No,
But they
it's
put
two
beads on
uncooked
toast.
pieces of bread with a piece of toast in the middle.
It's not right.
I mean,
It's
a cheese
just-
toasty is just toast and cheese.
Either commit to the toast.
It's
Eat
just bread.
toast.
You could do bread between toast or toast
I'm
between
watching
bread.
a man
Either way,
crumble.
It's just bread.
Crumble
in
like bread.
various Fonts.
We're gonna put a pin in that.
Okay,
So many pins.
more
We're gonna
pins.
get hurt.
I don't even
Have me
want
Sylvia.
Great
Have
way
me
to keep
Sylvia.
us on
We don't
topic.
need to pin this one. We're just gonna cut it off. We're just done.
Boxes of
Perfect. Perfect.
Somebody's got to make that decision.
Oh yeah. Anyway, Dexter.
No, it got clipped.
What a
Game
good
Dad
clip.
Why
clip
does
that
it say
too.
back to life in CYGNUS?
So
Life
uh,
inside you.
Dexter was reading through the journal, and he initially done it because he wanted to know if there was any additional information on the kids that maybe he could use, and also the mystery of the growing a person in a tube is also something maybe would like some
Okay,
context on.
He's not in a tube.
Is he? I was in a tube. You said he was in
It
a
was
tube.
very tube-like.
He's in a
It
pod.
was a tube with
Come on.
frozen glass, and they had to rub the glass to see into the tube. It was a tube.
Was it an egg?
Is a tube or an egg? Make your call right now.
Egg. I vote egg.
I vote egg.
Sarah.
Pod.
Sarah.
Egg pod.
Egg
Egg pod.
Look,
An egg pod is just
Peppy-
sounds like a product
Peppy
that would
is
be
the
on
one
Shark
who
Tank.
touched it, and
Egg
his vote
pod.
is egg.
Egg. May I offer you an egg to house this corpse?
In this trying times.
An
Oh,
egg. in
God.
trying times.
I've missed you all so much.
Why are we trying to be like structured at all?
This is why this session is brunch.
This session is just brunch. It's fine.
Egg.
Oh.
So anyway,
Egg pod.
Egg pod.
just wanted some context on the person in the egg person,
Bro.
Eggman, if you will.
Bro, egg pod is the name of my first child. I'm so sorry.
It sounds like a Shark Tank product, does it not?
Egg pod.
Like it sounds like something that would poach an egg in a
It's in the
microwave.
journal.
I'm here with the
Wait a
egg
second.
pod.
Egg pod.
That's in the
But
journal.
wait, there's more. Now how much would you pay?
I have 7 kids and I crochet professionally.
this
In my
is
spare
pretty
time,
intense.
I
This is what I do
Bro,
professionally.
I just got this automatic
What
egg
did you
maker.
do?
And it's basically an egg pod, dude.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't put any makeup on today. Oh my god.
Right? Like I've
I was
already
thinking
cried
about it, I
like
was
a fucking
oh, it's the
gallon.
first stream back. I want to put, maybe I'll do like a little look, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna
No,
do that.
fuck
I'm
it.
tired, and this is why
This is why. I can't.
I can't.
Fuck, I'm even willing to make it canon that your goddamn captain is there so that I can participate in this.
You just keep getting
Stop
away with
clipping!
it.
Stop clipping!
It's serendipitous.
I was just really hoping to get the part where he brought the egg out. I
My
just needed to
sweet
get
egg
that part
pod.
right there. It's
Egg
good.
pod.
Okay. What
Yes.
was in the journal? Dexter, go.
Just the words egg pod, nothing else.
Wait a
Egg
minute.
pod over and over
Does the
again in different
creator say,
languages.
is it an egg or is it a pod? I don't know.
It's a series of like serious entries, and then on one day it's just the date and egg pod question
Egg
mark.
pod? Question mark? He just did the middle school experiment where he dropped an egg off a
Too many
second-story
clipper
building to
questions.
see.
The next
was
20
a
pages
depth
are
structure
just
to
pictures
put a
drawn of
person
the egg
in.
pod. By
Yeah,
the
and,
dozen.
like-
Sorry, the next 12 pages. He does it by the dozen.
We
Sarah,
saw.
what do you
we
do
saw
for
him.
a job? Oh, you know.
Herd cats.
It channeled iPod.
Well,
Turn
then
off Nightbot.
Cal, then
Shit,
manually
Nightbot.
clip it. Just go up to click on the video and click the little clippy thing, and then you can clip it manually and not make Nightbot do it.
You're just
Oh,
gonna
that's
get him.
sad.
You're just gonna get him yelling at you in chat.
Don't-
You're
Why
not
don't we-
helping
Don't start
us.
this. No.
Don't you
no,
start
no.
too.
Just click
Please
the
don't.
button.
Dallas,
It's not that hard.
Dallas, go.
I'm still deeply offended that Noah just had a prop ready. I can't fucking. I'm
You can
sorry.
go on mobile
We
video
will
and
Ready.
tap on
It
the
wasn't even
video
ready. He
to-
thought
it
about
has
it and
a
then
little
went and
clip.
got it.
And
We
then
will
you'll just
get
do
back
clip it,
on
you do a
track.
quick
I
edit.
swear to you.
Swear to you, we're playing
Swear to you.
D&D.
I
Okay,
just
no.
need a
I
second.
got it for my birthday.
Have you
You
tried
got
it?
it for your birthday.
It's
No,
Oh,
so.
it's-
I haven't
okay.
tried it yet.
Is
Okay.
it that really delightful blue color on the box, or is it boring?
Let's open it.
Let's see.
When you do try it,
Birthday
you need to
unboxing.
Now
report
an
back.
unboxing video.
I need to know how well it works.
I do
It's
need
blue.
to change
I mean,
our-
same, because
our
I also
thing.
That's
really like
good.
hard-boiled eggs, and I fucked 2 hard-boiled eggs, and that was part of that was a pint of the gallon that I cried today. Because I
Listen,
couldn't
if
have
it's
it with bacon.
effective-
Yeah.
If it's effective, I'll let you know. It says it can like soft boil. It says it can do poached and omelets, and that makes me skeptical. But everything
can
else,
poach
I
an egg.
trust.
Don't half-ass
Can
two
poach an
things.
egg.
Whole ass one thing.
Prawns wants it.
No ass
Whole ass
nothing.
one egg.
Whole
Or
ass. One egg.
6
One egg.
with
Whole
the
ass.
egg pod.
Don't put an egg in your ass.
So there's
well-
a human in a pod
That's a bad idea.
that you guys saw. Is yeah
It is, because
the
then-
redheaded
Anyway.
yes.
Stepchild?
I mean,
Okay.
you don't know what relation he is to von Studeenvach.
Oh, I have no idea what the body in the egg pod is. No clue. Which is hoping, we would find
Work with me.
some additional information about that. I don't ever just know how screamer again. Just getting more props ready.
Oh, no,
I
he's
don't
just-
like it.
It's like you glitched out so terrifyingly accurately.
Real
I
bad.
don't like
Your
it.
own fear.
I don't like it. And sorry. So
Noah, can you please reassure Dallas that you're not going to get
show me
any
your
more
hands.
props?
Show me your hands.
I won't show you my hands.
They're my hands.
They're my hands.
I grew them.
Myself.
These hands, they were developed by Noah Grossman.
Archie! Stop it!
I'm glad he brought it up because I almost did.
Why would you put that knowledge in my brain?
The man was like, "Don't put an egg in your ass," and the part of my brain was like, which now I realize does kind of sound like Noah in my head. Did you know?
Okay, but then if you do that, don't
The
you
man, like,
become
a year
the egg
and
pod?
it's already
We're all egg pods here.
No, now you're just a motherhead.
My
All
mother-in-law
mother-
has chickens in her house.
It's a lot of egg pods.
You said now you're just a mother hen.
They're
So
inside
if
the
you
house.
want to be an egg pod, you have to eat 6.
It's right next to the
full
dog.
eggs.
was in the journal.
They're not house pets. Anyway.
So I focusing on it was the journal was about
Mhm.
the last couple years of Studeenvach being in his body.
Mhm.
There was a lot of scrawls and scribbles of different projects that were ongoing, different things that he was maybe going to get after. There was also some mentions of the idea for succession. There was mention of a Duke John, and his nephew August, who had copper hair. But apparently somebody passed away, and again, those notes were kind of, everybody takes their own kind of notes, so it didn't really get the full gist of it. But somebody passed away unexpectedly, which kind of threw a wrench in the succession plans, which may have something to do with the person in the egg pod. But that's supposition. I have no hard connections. As far as useful intel and workable leads, it looks like we would be limited to Duke John as a known associate, and also someone that was potentially informed of next steps after Studeenvach gets virtual. And then if we wanted to look into untimely deaths around the same time that he went virtual, and potentially his nephew August. But I'm not sure that that's a solid lead. I feel like our best course of action is still probably to look into Top Hat and the other one. And you notice that Dexter is like a little, like he's pulled all-nighters before, and you guys have seen him pull all-nighters before, but he's got just a little something extra in his eyes that this one was tougher, a little tougher than usual.
Iris, there's something about hearing Dexter talk about August in your research about von Studeenvach. Go ahead and make me a history check with advantage.
What was that last part?
With advantage.
Okay. Okay.
My
so
keyboard is like
19
way
or-
up here,
Christ.
and my microphone is here.
16.
16. You recall that August is the name of one of von Studeenvach's nephews who passed well before von Studeenvach's death, and was indeed specifically named as successor. However, his untimely death makes that difficult.
I will share that with the group.
Steppy will ask if like it says how he died, if we know how he died.
You
I
cut
would
it
let-
out. What'd you say? Sorry.
He died.
How'd he die?
Both Iris and Dexter can make history checks for that. Because it takes a little bit of time to sift through what you saw.
While this is
17.
happening,
Since I went through a notebook, could I do, or not a notebook, like a binder or something, could I do a history check as well?
Go for it. Crystal, what was that?
Crystal is using Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next 24 hours in their area. Just like sitting here making like a little puff of like, I wonder what weather's gonna be like today.
Eat a dick, Rusty Lord.
Got a 16 for history.
I got less than that. I got an 11. We're not rolling hot today. We
Um,
should probably get into a fight.
We should probably get into
We
a
should
fight.
probably get into a fight.
We should probably tell someone that their mom is a bastard.
Yeah.
Go on.
I guess
just
we have
totally
to go
blanked out.
to a bar.
As far as finding how he died, there's, as far as public record, Iris, you would be able to share that August died of internal issues. That is literally what it says on the death certificate.
Odd.
Internal issues?
Issues.
So
It's a very
I think,
strange and
Emoji.
extremely vague.
That is
and
incredibly vague.
so I think if we're gonna be suspicious of Hollow Grandpa, like I think we should be suspicious about what happened to his nephew. But like as for the kids, I don't know if he has I don't necessarily think he has ill intention with them as of so far.
Yeah,
Dexter,
I
make
don't
an
trust
insight
anybody
check.
at all.
But I look, I don't.
That's
Steph
much
is
better.
just gonna
Yeah.
smile at you and his dumb little smile and say, I trust you," and then just keep talking about it.
Is that 21 on insight?
Perfect. This is more an insight check on von Studeenvachs' relationship with August that you're able to discern through the journal, and then also have Iris back up that August was von Studeenvachs' most beloved relation. There's little evidence to say that he would have done anything to hurt him. In fact, quite the contrary.
Okay.
He would have invested far more money into August's life and into trying to prolong that than his own.
Steffi quietly nods.
Do we have a public terminal access just to get a picture of the kid?
Yeah, Iris would absolutely be able to find up and pull up.
August.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to put a face to a name.
Mhm.
And also, we took pictures of the body in the egg pod, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we just put those next to each other and see if there's.
Mara pulls up her blurry ass photo that she took, and she goes, "Sure did."
Crystal sends you the other photos that she took that are a lot more precise.
So we have a dead child and Bigfoot. Neat.
You are able to compare the two photos, and they are the same person.
Ooh, that's creepy and weird, and it's way more questions than answers.
Okay,
Shit.
now hold on. Wasn't there a drug going through his veins, so he wasn't?
It was like
a synthetic,
fuel.
and it was an android, right? Wasn't it?
Correct.
Because he's not human, and he wasn't ever human, right?
Correct.
August?
Well,
No, the thing in the pod.
Oh.
from what you could tell, and from the surface level.
High octane fuel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but that could just mean part of him. We don't know.
Okay.
We don't
So-
know if his brain was in there. All the closest we did was touch the grass or the glass and scream.
touch grass. Go out and touch grass.
Mara,
Don't touch
We
grass.
touched grass.
Mara is gonna get really, really quiet. What's the chat? He can't so the thing in the pod is theoretically was a human, but isn't a human now. Is Grandpa taking him? Or is he gonna come back as, who is it? August? Is he gonna come back as him? Or as Grandpa? Is that
See?
possible? And just stares at Dexter.
Dexter's
Like,
just
is
fucking
this
rich
some
people.
weird like?
Shake his head.
Fucking rich people.
Dexter just say fucking rich people under his breath. He's gonna look at Mara and say, "Rule 1 is assumptions will bite you in the ass every time. We don't know enough to know what we know and what we don't." So I would keep theories like that in the back of your 9, not in the front of it. Right now, all we know is that he does have some type of synthetic housed in a secret room that looks an awful lot like his dead nephew.
You hear Mara like mutter under her breath as she like, you can kind of see her like mentally taking notes. I thought rule 1 was wait for them to kill before you kill.
Rule 1,
Crystal-
subclause A.
Crystal leans over and says, he has a lot of rule number 1s.
They're all equally
That
important.
makes no sense. But
All
Listen,
of his
priority
advice
keeps changing.
is first class priority as he is giving it.
okay.
I don't know when Dexter became a dad, but that shit is real.
From the moment he met Mara and went,
He said, we're
Child,
going to
you
keep
need
that
boundaries.
one, and now he's a dad.
Shit. Okay. All right, so then yeah, as far as information I have, Duke John would also be potentially another lead that we would want more information on, but that did feel like a tertiary concern instead of something that we really need to burn time on. So
Mara looks at everybody at Steppy gave his I can't remember. Steppy, did you tell about your binder?
About what?
you
Did
bind
talk
it.
about your binder?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't remember in the egg pod. So situation.
It all kind of
So she now looks at Crystal of like, do you have anything to add?
We are observed.
say we are observed.
Mhm.
Could you please elaborate?
Did you observe information
No.
for the case?
No.
We are observed. Someone is observing us.
Someone has taken note of me at least. Not someone, something. Entity of some sort.
What was the
Not
entity?
concerning, I don't think.
But what was it?
Not sure.
I think
Mara
we
at
were both
this point
visited
has
by the
looked at
entity.
you very quizzical, kind of leaned back and just been like, "You are so strange."
Could you elaborate on the appearance of the entity, please?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Crystal will just like grab her little notebook and draw out. She draws out like a little skull type thing. Like it looks like the skull head with a bunch of teeth on the bottom. Like a lot of teeth, just a fucking lot of teeth on the bottom, and then
It's a considerable amount of teeth.
and then it's like there's like a moth on his face almost, and it's like where his eyes are, and it looks like eyes, but not really.
Iris would like smack her hand on the piece of paper while you're like in the middle of your sketch and be like, "I saw this too."
Same.
Observed.
Did it have a notebook?
Mhm.
Does anybody know anything about the weird skeleton with a lot of teeth and a moth?
No.
Okay, I'd
Can
like
we
to correct
make
something.
some
It
kind of
has
roll?
the normal
Mara's
amount
sitting
of
there
teeth.
very, very
That has a
quiet.
regular amount of teeth?
It has
Sorry.
a regular amount of teeth. It has 32 teeth.
It's the fact that you
It's the
Specified the teeth.
limit.
32
It's the limit amount of teeth.
I'm
Regular
sorry. I
amount.
just wanna,
It's the
Stephanie
limit
wants to
amount
make
of teeth,
sure.
okay?
So the normal amount of teeth for lizards or for like humans? Because like where I come from, 32 is a little low.
Right, fair. Regular.
So I just want to make sure the normal amount of teeth for like what species? Like I want to make sure that I throw, my people's name in the hat.
I respect that.
As
You're
far
right.
as
we were having a narrow view on things.
And if it's the normal amount of teeth for me, that's none. That's like no teeth.
Yeah,
no
it's
teeth.
like
gumming.
no teeth to you.
Just gumming.
Because
You're like
apparently,
the normal amount of teeth, and I'm like, yeah.
apparently lizards have 100 teeth that are replaced every 3
I'm
months.
like, you're right.
What
That
the
skeleton either has not
What
enough
the
teeth.
fuck?
Steffi,
Okay, that would be
please.
kind of nice though. If you didn't really have to worry about your teeth because you get
you
new
had
ones
a
early.
100 of
so
them, and
many
they just
Sour Patch Kids.
rotated.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
sick, though.
If you
I
were
would
gonna
never
get new
stop
teeth
eating
every
candy.
quarter,
We
do
got
never
not-
worry
we
about
got
your teeth.
That's rad, though. God, humans got fucked by a
Just
lot
like
of
how
these
if you
speaking.
rip off
You
a
would
tooth,
have
you
to
can grow
worry
another
about
one.
gum, like your
I
gum
don't
getting
want to have
damaged,
to deal
though.
with
That's
that
a
every
higher-
couple months. That sounds
Right, but then you would have
terrible.
so many teeth for arts and crafts.
That, and
That's
you never
fair.
have to worry about going to the dentist.
That's a lot of teeth for activities.
So many teeth for activities.
Oh, hey. The same thing happens to kangaroos.
How many
Okay,
fucking
that's-
teeth do kangaroos have?
That's a little scary.
Kangaroos
It's
are
fucking
terrifying.
terrifying.
How many?
Imagine-
Polydonts?
Imagine boxing a kangaroo and like it knocking your tooth out, and in return you knock its tooth out, and it smiles, rips it out, and another one pops through.
Pops out. 34. Kangaroos have 34 teeth.
Okay, so this skeleton. Let's go back to the main thing. How many teeth
Got a
does
moth.
it have?
32.
32.
32.
Normal amount
Standard-
of human teeth,
Standard human skull,
approximately.
except for the spooky bits.
Steppy looks over at the skeleton and does, God, y'all have a lot of teeth.
That's the skeleton is not present. I hope the skeleton
No,
is
but
not
picture-
present.
But it's a human.
A
it's
picture
human
of the skeleton
right?
is present.
You
Ah.
may make a perception check.
For skeleton, I don't
Okay.
like making perception checks for skeletons.
23.
Less than that.
25.
There are skeletons within everyone.
Druids, man.
Yeah.
The squeaky
17.
knee. 17. Perfect. The Squeaky Knee, now at midday. It's been quite a while that you guys have been talking about this, and quite the morning that you guys have just been continued fed the time appropriate food, and continuously glasses of water and coffee. There's a moment when Crystal, as she sketches out the last part of the wing as it lays over the skull, where all of your senses bristle for a moment. You remember the fear. You remember the way your heart quickened when you saw the observer. And for a moment, you wonder if he's here now, if they're here now. For the time being, it is empty of everyone except yourselves.
Don't like that.
Don't like that.
So does anybody have any previous run-ins, associations with the spooky righty skull?
With the spooky.
Would Crystal have in all of her 700 years? I'm kidding. She's only 500.
Yeah.
She doesn't look a day over 300.
Thank you.
No, not even in dreams, not even in archaic books that this sort of creature might have been in. Not even there. This is something entirely new.
Hate it. Previous session, I think that I had said that I had sent a message to ask if we could come see them today, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Are they free?
Yeah, we'll say that in the middle of the night you would have gotten a response back from not from either of them, but from the house.
Yeah.
Which is pretty common when it's socialite season. That is to say, there aren't big holidays happening. There isn't anything really going on. So of course, the rich are going to find any reason to spend time together.
Azure!
Hey, Rand!
Azure, thank you for
Whoa.
the raid!
Hi, friends!
Hi,
Hey, guys.
Quinn!
Hello.
Hi, Nicole! Hi, Zulu! I love his raid message. I can barely believe it. It's a raid. Are we eating the rich? I'm in. Yes. Generally speaking, we are eating the rich. One
As a matter of
mission
course.
at a time.
It's like taking a bite out of crime, but
Cooler?
justice here.
Justice
Yeah.
But
here.
justice here?
I mean, I'm tired of watching Elon Musk make mistakes.
I'm tired of Elon Musk. Just cut the sentence off right there.
Basically, yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Just cut the sentence off there.
That too, but sometimes you need to specify.
Excuse me, I'll be on my floor.
Ugh.
I feel like Elon Musk deserves all of my anger to be directed at him.
Hi,
Oh,
Shannon.
so many
You
things.
gotta save some for other people too.
Scuba
There's
Dog.
a whole lot of
Oh,
folks.
everybody's here. Not everybody, but like so many friends.
So many friends. Hi.
Also, friends, this is Crookshanks. He's my asshole.
The
Debate.
boy.
His
He's
bunny
my
kicks.
As he attempts to bunny kick my arms.
Yeah. Mother, no.
So yes, you guys have
Makes me laugh.
now all commiserated between each other that you have indeed been observed by a skull with a moth where its eyes should be.
But the moth part is great. The rest
Mara
of
will
Cool.
very like
I do
Mara
think the
will
moth
sit
is
there
very
very
pretty.
quietly and just say like the only input she will give is she'll say like I have seen it too. Nothing else.
Noted.
fair enough.
Bye,
So
Quinn.
no.
Have a good work.
I mean, I respect the aesthetic, if not for the existential dread it brings me. I think it could be friendly, but
I just want to know
That
specifically
existential
what
dread.
kind of moth.
Can I make a check to see what kind of
Oh,
moth?
go for it.
Please do.
Nature or...
Nature.
Oh, can I do that as well?
Oh, please do, because I only rolled a 9.
Have
I rolled a natural 3.
Oh.
ooh,
lovely Sarah?
thought I'd scratch the
Have
bottom
I
of the floor today.
seen?
I rolled a 24.
I don't
on what type of
remember.
moth.
I'm scrolling back through my notes and I cannot verify. Have I seen the other individual before?
The individual that you saw standing at the altar.
Mm-hmm.
Have
Like I feel like from the feel I would know, but I don't know if I've seen
You would not
her
have
before,
seen
and I don't
the-
remember.
I would let you make a religion check. The moth is an Automeris.
Okay.
Stephanie,
Automeris Io.
13.
Steffi would relay this.
Amanda wants to know this, not Iris necessarily.
Oh, well, Iris knows now too.
And also sending an image in the chat.
Yeah,
I
that's
appreciate you.
rad.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, he pretty.
Yeah.
I
I'm
gotta get back
so
What up, my friend?
What?
I hope we can be friends
Where
with
am
the
I
spooky moth observer.
the other chat, and now I'm so upset.
Do you know how much composure it took? A lot.
I'm so proud of all of you.
I felt like the tipping point. I was like, if we go right there, gone. That's another 45 minutes to gather ourselves.
We just didn't. I saw it in the chat and I was like, I'm not saying anything. We're not doing it. We're not saying it out loud.
We're not doing it. We're just
That's
gonna-
staying in
we're
the
just gonna-
chat until after.
I don't see this damn chat. What is
Okay,
where are we at?
but
Oh,
I
haven't seen it yet either.
I googled
There
it,
it
I
is.
just got it.
and there's
Okay.
Oh, ooh.
there's a type of this moth called a peacock silk moth, but it's like Latin name is Automeris Amanda.
That's
Cool.
Nice.
An Amanda moth.
I do love moths.
A Mazda.
Yeah, everyone in chat,
Amanda.
look up the Automeris moth.
They're so fluffy.
Big fan. That on top of a skull is what we are hereforth going to refer to as the Observer.
The caterpillars
There's my notebook.
look like sea slugs.
Also,
Anyway.
the Observer had a peacock quill, which is baller as fuck.
That's classy. That's fancy, is what that
So I really hope that's a neutral party, because I would like to be friends with it. I don't know if it is, but if it is, I'd like to be friends with it.
That is a lovely notion.
Did a 13 let me know who that woman was?
Yeah, though you've never seen her, you would know that is Eris, the
Hey.
commander of your sword.
Okay.
As in deity of chaos.
I feel like
Eris?
this would be I feel like this would be where
Love
I
this.
put the connection together of like, oh, this is the feeling from my sword. Oh, I know you. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mara gets very quiet.
Never gonna take a job from a pink matchstick again. Rule number 1.
So you have all shared.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
So I'm never gonna take a job from a pink matchstick again. That's a throwback.
Throwback.
So you have shared all of the information that you each collected. What else would you like to do? It is about midday.
Go a Colin, everybody. Ready to go not embarrass me in front of my friends?
Make no guarantee.
You have friends?
Everybody
Let's
just
go
be
meet them.
fucking cool.
Be cool.
Mara gives you the like a death glare of like, I'm sorry, are you saying we are unacceptable company?
I will try my best to be less embarrassing this time.
See, Crystal's got
Debbie will just look downtrodden.
I'm not saying that you will embarrass me. I'm just saying don't do that. If the opportunity arises where you could or could not,
Lean.
I think
towards
if we
that.
try extra hard not to embarrass you, we're just going to end up embarrassing you on accident.
Agreed.
do your best. I believe in you guys.
Feel
I
like this
generally
this
just,
conversation already set us up for failure.
My plan is to remain as quiet as possible.
It's a good plan.
You all step back from the table, walk out of the Squeaky Knee, and begin to make your way through Alexandria to Olde Towne. Olde Towne is an interesting part of Alexandria. One of the themes throughout the whole city is that a lot of cultures that commonly may have been thought as opposing found common ground. As you walk down the cobblestone streets and see the large bleached white columns of Roman origin, along with the colonial style mansions that begin to grow in size as you make your way past the well-manicured bushes, trees. There are black wrought iron fencing as you see various signage that has either Old English or hick country references. So if you walked down a West Virginia downtown, and you would see a similar Swedish shop next to a Miss Meander's haberdashery. As you continue to, it's Dutch Osaka was and is a very lively part of town. The Old Town is more about being seen there. There are people that are doing photo shoots as you walk past in these massive redesigns of these Edwardian mansions that have like these sprawling grassy knolls with stocked ponds, as you would see in like Hertfordshire in England. It's a very weirdly homogenous sense of an old town, of a part of a district. The Millers, Beatrice, Lottie, and well, that's the wrong notes, so I'm not gonna remember what the third sister's name is. Hooray for me.
Call her Margaret.
Margaret, yeah, that's fine.
Margaret it is. Maggie.
The Miller house, the Miller estate, I should say, is situated in pretty much the dead center of the residential area. There's a part of the town that continues further on that's more mercantile and further accessible. Iris and Mara, as you as a group make your way up to the Millers have chosen white iron fencing and large black columns just as a choice to be an accent to everything else on the street. Iris and Mara, make a history check for me. As you make your way down some of these cobblestone streets, there's a pattern to it that seems to spike a sense of familiarity,
14?
Despite not being here. 14?
20.
Mild success.
Mara, you're standing there as Dexter turns to walk down the pathway up to the subtle grand stairs. Of all of the houses on the block,
subtle grand stairs.
Of all of the houses on the block, there's something about the Miller estate that does give you the sense that while they've always been here, they've always tried to do something a little off the beaten path. But Mara, the house doesn't really concern you. What concerns you is the vision, the visual that you see as you walk down the street towards the merchants. Just baby. And Iris, you see it super clearly, and you even see it like dawn on Mara's face. You lean over to her and say, yeah, the security footage. This is one of the streets that you saw Pinstripe and Top Hat follow down before they made their way into one of these sewers, or where you finally saw them turn off.
Yeah. I would share that with the group.
I
It's a
feel
pretty
like as
long
soon
walk
as you
up.
tell this, you're telling the group, and Mara's like, you're right, that's it!
Totally what it is.
So, run that by me again. The Top Hat and the other one, is like never going to show them respect.
What you have to do.
Yes.
I'm
because
never
you
going to show them
absolutely
respect.
did not get it the first time around because Mara was too loud.
Top Hat and the other one.
Top Hat and Pinstripe.
All right, Top Hat and Pinstripe. That's reductive enough. Top Hat and Pinstripe. This is after they took the kids. This is where they went, and then around this area is where they cut into the sewer.
Make a perception check. And yes, Mara and Iris confirm that this is part of where they saw Edda and Kin's captors turned down.
17.
And you're looking for people about?
Yeah.
It's a pretty quiet street at this point in the day. No big photo shoots, no one trying to clog up the street with like a horse-drawn carriage or any other such nonsense.
I'll essentially be like, yes, and like scoot up to like next to Dexter, so like she's kind of blocking a lot of from what is view, and like pull out the laptop, and she knows exactly where this shit is. She has memorized the contents of this laptop. And she's like, look.
Frame 37.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, and she shows you what is this street from a higher angle, but just about before the amount of surveillance that you acquired from Dutch Osaka would cut off.
Okay. Before we knock on the door, Dexter is gonna turn to the group. He's gonna say, I tend to play my pass pretty close to the chest. If y'all could just not give me a hard time about what's about to happen, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you could just not ask too many questions afterwards, I'd appreciate that too. It's not that I'm ashamed of you. It's just
that I'm not.
I'm sorry.
Not ashamed.
It's just that I've got very few people whose opinion of me I care about, and these people are some of those people.
Those people, not us people. Those people.
Steppy will smirk.
We have conversations later.
Yeah.
And Mara's face. So like you see her like pretty like visibly like, I'm sorry, what? Go utterly calm and go in her essentially what she calls her diplomacy face. So like her face just goes utterly calm and like stone of just like you can't read emotions on it. And she's just like, okay, let's go.
Dexter realizes he may have made a mistake.
Ice cold.
Steppy will just smirk and say, "Her, don't give you shit in front of them." Gotcha.
Iris is just a sweet little butter cookie of a human, and is just like, okay.
Iris is the best. God bless Iris.
No one but Courtney has seen me legitimately mad. That's what Mara does. It's that turn.
No, I don't know.
It's not an anger. It's not an anger.
You haven't.
It's not an anger.
It's
just that's what happens.
It's just
It's just
that's
that
what happens
quick.
when Sarah gets mad. It goes.
Honestly, yeah, same.
Then yes. Then yes.
Yeah, it's
and
just
then
like
then there's always a few moments where they're looking around.
Okay, this is too far.
Just gonna
I
file
thought I was
that
going to have
away
a
in
fun
the
moment
old
with my
I called
friends.
myself out about a time that I did something similar because I was at a coffee shop with Rachel Overbeck and I didn't realize it at the time, but I was overstimulated. And so everything that everyone was doing was irritating me.
Oh yeah.
And she was like in a great mood and just wanted to like interact with me and like hang out at a coffee shop like we were. And so at one point we were talking about a thing and I was just like, Rachel, I need, and she's like, oh my God, no, stop
Oh my God, stop
right now. I was like, I just I'm not upset with you. She's like, no, yell at me. Oh my God, I cannot deal with you getting quiet.
Yell at me.
Get loud, please. Please yell at me. I cannot deal with you being quiet.
Pick the eye of a hurricane. I don't like this.
Know that feeling very well. I too get
You see
very
that
quiet
that
when I'm
is just
real fucking
Look,
pissed.
if I got quiet, there's trouble.
Yep.
yeah.
Up until that point, you could have saved it.
So there is both a beautiful large like 1940s-esque button doorbell on the side, as well as a large lion head door knocker with like a shackle in his mouth that you can like bang on.
I'll bang the knocker twice, wait a half beat, and bang it once. And then you can hear Dexter underneath his breath say, "What knockers?" Because he's made that same fucking joke
every time since you were 12.
That is correct.
Crystal exhales audibly.
Because his dad made the joke.
Steppy
like,
laughs.
Not a full laugh, but just
Steppy laughs.
Steppy laughs.
Steppy laughs every time.
You just get this like a side look from Mara, and her face is still stone, and you're like, oh.
Iris would
no.
give you the look and then slowly just ding dong the doorbell.
She doesn't look mad. Mara looks like she's not giving anything away. She's not showing emotion. She's just very just there. It's a pleasant face.
Definition of
There's
stoic.
just nothing going on.
Yeah. What's between those ears?
Is it a brain? No. Just floof. No brain.
I'm so glad you all exist. Okay.
Me to my cat
both,
every day.
Me to this one right now.
Yeah.
The large oak door opens, and a very pale woman with her blonde hair tied up, who you recognize, Dexter, as their housekeeper maid, Alice, who... Hello. May I help you?
Hey, Alice. Actually, here on business, not a social call. Beatrice is expecting me.
I shall go fetch her. You may meet her in the drawing room. And she gestures over to a room with pocket doors that are slit open, and various large plush velvet furniture, and a warm pot of tea waiting at a large round maple table.
As Crystal walks by, they kind of awkwardly look at Alice and go, she forgets what the etiquette is on this planet. I don't know.
And after observing Crystal, slightly dip her head and go, "Thank you kindly," and go and sit down and pour herself a cup of tea. And she's acting proper right now, and it's weird.
Unsettling.
It's like
she's acting like Iris.
She's got. It's like when you see the teenager, I'm gonna act like a complete and total professional, and you're like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? Stop it.
And you're like, damn, when they get home, they're gonna fight their parents.
Rage, fucking rage.
You know this is a huge mask, and this is gonna come off when they get back in their safe space.
Oh, there's just no way to win.
Crystal's your buddy, though.
It's true. God
Crystal's
bless
not
you.
gonna
Iris is fine.
Mara was your buddy. She was.
It's a beautiful cherry blossom tea, Mara. It's
Is it
very
pink?
fragrant. A few moments pass.
Happy to be here, honestly.
Happy to be involved.
Happy to be involved either way.
Just got to make sure to keep my eyes moist.
He let me on the ship. He has to like me in some capacity.
Fair enough.
That has yet to be seen.
I mean, look.
To be fair.
Look, he didn't kick me off in the airlock, which means my survival means something, you know?
You were allowed to live.
I was breathing their limited air.
Okay, what it means is that you have enough of a survival adaptation of cuteness that you've disarmed a human that is pack bonded with you. It's not that impressive.
I don't know why you just said cuteness when I obviously cook an amazing breakfast every morning. Eats, and I know he eats, so...
I know he eats.
That he definitely eats?
I know that everyone definitely
Those teeth work.
More, but that's because she hates me in particular. But that's fine.
A few moments pass. You hear soft footsteps in the entryway behind you. And forward steps a very lithe woman, gray short hair cut at her chin in a simple blue smock. Hello. Hi, Dexter. It's so wonderful to see you again. And she gives you a big hug.
Oh, I return the hug. How you doing, Beatrice?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. Is Lottie around?
I believe she'll be back soon. I think she just went out to grab some pastries.
Let's try to wrap this up then. I need your help.
Certainly. What can I help you with?
We took a job. Also, I guess I shouldn't be such an asshole. This is my associates. This is Beatrice.
Associates, as Dexter and Beatrice have been greeting each other, make perception checks.
I would love to.
19.
I got a natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
That's on my side today.
21.
Is this
I'm
a
guessing
perception
it's
or
within
an
close
insight?
range anyway. And Crystal only got a 10.
It depends on where you want to be standing. If you want to be standing at the entryway, I would let you make that perception check without disadvantage.
It would still be a 10.
Okay.
That was the first roll. So
I mean, it's most of it is stuff that you've seen anyway.
I just kind of,
because
as Beatrice looks
Dexter,
over,
Crystal has been with you long enough that she's probably come around at least once before. Do you think you've been with anyone else long enough that this would be more than the first time?
No, because I would be
Very selective.
reticent to call in this favor. I'd like to be that as sparing as possible. Specifically when it involves the area of expertise, which would be the social network of the higher ups. I got friends in low places, so like I've got other people to call on when you're, neck deep in the shit in the slums. These people are the fancy people, and I don't want to call on the fancy people for reasons that I don't have to tell you guys. Not unless you roll high enough on your perception.
Which,
I mean, I got a nat 20, but like 25, I guess.
Okay.
25.
I guess.
Right.
Mars
I guess
was
it'd
19?
be 25 total, but
Yeah, I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19 perception.
Perfect. And Iris?
21.
21. You take the moment while Dexter is distracted to look about the drawing room. There's more than a few family photos, and you definitely take note that there is 3 daughters, always included in the family photos, a glowing patriarch, a very proud father of his daughters, with his wife, their mother, at his side, as well as in sparing photos, a dark-haired, lanky kid. That
Big
looks
Coke bottle glasses.
big Coke bottle glasses that are definitely Dexter. That's Dexter. That's Dexter at 9. That's Dexter at 12 years old with boxing gloves that are way too big for him. I'm sorry. Is that Are they on a boat? What is he doing in the ocean? And various different
looks at you and like looks at both of them and like you see just an eyebrow raise and she smiles and goes and she tells Beatrice, she's like, your home is lovely.
Thank you so much. My mother does quite like to keep care of it. So introductions?
You know Crystal.
Hello again, Beatrice.
It's lovely to meet you again.
Hi, Mara. Nice to meet you. And she'll kind of like get up and like stick her hand out to like shake her hand.
This is Mara.
Lovely to meet you as well.
This
Dexter's
is
associate.
Yep. Associate. This is Iris.
Iris would just.
She's cool, calm, and collected, and being oh so nice.
Dexter, everything that Mara's
Passive aggressive as fuck.
Exactly. Everything that Mara's doing, Dexter's just cataloging. I'm gonna pay for that. I'm gonna pay for that. I'm gonna pay for that. So he's just doing his best. This is Iris, and I'm sorry, I would remember Iris's last name. I would make a point to say Iris's last name
Fielding.
because Iris Fielding, who you may know by reputation.
Iris has a
it's
fancy
wonderful to
family.
meet- It's wonderful to meet you in person.
Iris would just wave. Hello.
And this is Steppy.
Steppy would stick his hand out and say nice to meet you and keep one eye like locked in polite eye contact with her, and one eye would look at the picture of young Dexter and then make eye contact with Dexter. So he has one just like looking straight at her like "It's a pleasure to meet you." And the other one's like, I see.
She watches your eye and she leans in and she whispers close enough just for you to hear. I can get you a small copy if you'd like.
So Steppy just quiet enough so only she can hear does. And his mouth just slightly opens and he nods a little bit and then like scuttles away, I guess is the best description.
As he scuttles away, Dexter's gonna say, God damn it. He's a good kid.
So at some point, when they're not looking, Mara's gonna pick the most awkward photo and just take a photo of it. And she rolled a nat 20 on her stealth check.
That's fine.
I'll even give you that. Damn.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's
Mad that I didn't ask for it.
Everything's fine.
Sometimes I do just roll a check for myself. Like, if I did this, would it? Okay, no, it wouldn't matter.
How do I? So with introductions out of the way, before this gets worse, Dexter's gonna look at Beatrice and
It
say,
seems quite pleasant to me.
Yeah, we're all having a good time. I don't know why you mean worse.
Yeah.
he didn't say before this
He
gets
didn't
worse.
say it
In his
aloud.
head. Yeah, in his head. He's like, before this can get worse, which it will,
This is
somehow.
Alice speaking.
Yes, somehow this is going to get worse. So let's move this along. Dexter's gonna look at Beatrice and say, what do you know about Studeenvachs? Does the name ring a bell?
Von Studeenvachs, he's dead, isn't he?
Not
CEO of
What?
Studeenvachs Labs?
Yes, Sam.
well,
Yes,
former
I am.
CEO. Did a touch of the digitalization, actually. Lives on as a hologram.
Interesting.
Ghastly, I think is the term I would use. Everybody kind of notices that Dexter just got just a touch more refined than usual. Just a smidge.
Ghastly.
As if
Once you say ghastly, Steppy's like, just say ghastly.
not quite code switching, but
falling into old habits.
I could have sworn he said ghastly.
Crystal just gently pats Steppy's head.
Yes, I've heard of him. He very much didn't care for the socialite scene, understandably. Why?
He hired us for a job. We're looking for a couple kids. I doubt you'd know him by name, maybe by reputation. Has there been any kind of big dust up in the neighborhood as of recently?
I mean, I suppose you'd have to be more specific. The Kennedys, Horsted, Finkelstein, he did get out, and there's a whole kerfuffle about that, and it getting into the Benefactors' roses and all this nonsense. But, nothing too serious.
Got it. Do you happen to know? They strike a pretty distinct visual. Guy just a little bit taller than I am, wears a top hat, keeps an associate that usually keeps a pinstripe suit.
Yes, I think we've had them, not them specifically invited for anything, but they do come with the Benefactor's house. So when he comes calling for tea, they usually are about. It's just there waiting and serving on him.
Got it. And where's the Benefactor stay?
Well, there's a I know that there's an apartment above one of the chip shops that he says is his studio, but considering how much money he has, there's no reason for him to have anything that is anything less than this. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had a residence, but we've never been invited over.
Got it. What do you know about him by reputation?
Well, rather flamboyant, charismatic, likes to dress in gowns and jumpsuits, rather ostentatious for my taste. You know Lottie, she loves the glitz, but just...
you can feel the eye roll in the head.
So there's something to his glamour that she sees an appeal to, but no, we don't know. We really don't know much about him.
Got it. Anybody else have any questions?
Nope.
I mean,
about the case or about your past?
The case, about the case. Did anybody have any of those questions
Once
about the case?
once you say, does
Mara
anyone else
turns her
have
head, and you see is turns her head away from Dexter and Beatrice, and just so Steppy can see, out of rage, and you can see her it breaks. Her mask breaks.
Because Steppy does say that out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all aware.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
There's a large slam, like a door opening and slamming in the back of the house, and you all hear, B, I just got back with the pistachio pastries. They didn't have any cherry ones. Lottie
Immediately Dexter
home.
tenses. Immediately Dexter tenses. Dexter was fine. Dexter was super relaxed up to this point, totally at home. As soon as he heard the door slam,
Steppy quietly says, I think my past questions are about to be answered.
Mara,
we could go.
Mara says a little louder. She goes, "Oh, we're in here."
Oh my god, you little shit.
Crystal sees Dexter tense up and just touches his shoulder
Dexter
lightly
the sweetest smile
and casts enhance ability on him.
Enhance ability! You can do it, buddy.
Yeah,
I believe in you.
Just a little enhanced ability. You just feel a little boost.
Little magic pep talk.
Little magic pep talk for my buddy.
Beatrice goes over to a small desk and opens a drawer, pulls out a small piece of cardstock, and hands it to you, Dexter. This is the shop that the Benefactor supposedly works above. Maybe ask about there. I can buy you 5 minutes.
Oh, thank God. Grabs the card, puts it in the pocket. Thank you so much, Beatrice. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you sometime soon. And just goes.
She gives you the customary tap on the top of your head and heads back.
Mara shakes her hand and goes, "It was lovely to meet you."
Steppy will quickly say right before he leaves, so can I swing by later to get that photo?
Crystal starts to like rush him out the door.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I'm gonna go.
Come on.
Did I hit yes?
Come on.
Sorry, don't you want to say goodbye to your sister before we leave?
Oh, my sister.
No,
Gotta go.
My sister gotta go.
Gotta go. Not my sister, gotta go.
Yep.
Just, like,
Yeah, you guys make your way out.
like locked arms. Just
As we're leaving, Steppy's phone or communication device pings, and it's that picture.
It's the
for
picture.
it. And she just looks at you and just goes,
Oh yeah. Steppy just looks at it, silently nods at you, and then his tongue lolls out of his mouth while he's running because he's thinking of the
you guys see this weird situation where Mara like fist bumps Steppy, and you're like, what was that about? Oh,
Insight check.
Dexter files that away. I'm gonna pay for that.
I freaking saw that.
Something is never right.
24
Unnatural.
deception.
Oh
Hold
God,
on, let me check.
Roll deception too, because we're gonna be in trouble if I did.
I have advantage on insight checks, so.
Atta girl.
25.
Boom!
Crystal realizes.
She doesn't do anything.
She
She
knows
just knows.
something's up. She
This one's
knows
close.
something's up.
Physically,
You two just fist bumped. Of course something's up. That doesn't happen. That's like Steppy cooking a full continental. Something's wrong.
Oh, so every day?
just-
So every
Dexter
day?
just hears
Every
Mara
day?
whisper
A
to
different kind of
Steppy. I don't know.
continental, yeah.
I feel you hear Mara whisper to Steppy. I don't know. I feel like he was rather ashamed. We were just ghastly.
Steffi's gonna say, and that whole business of leaving before saying hello to new guests? What
How
ghastly
dare
behavior.
He's just so rude to family.
Dragged.
Oh, you know?
Mara and Steppy have just made a connection. I like
Roasting dad.
Roasting
life moment.
Iris had a whole night of researching, so she's like there but not there. I feel like she would have like found a snack in her
like,
pocket and would just be
She's
like
high. She's on
crackers.
nine. She's on coding.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mara's always got snacks and coffee. So like,
Yeah.
if
So
you're
she
just
just
like
be like-
looking around, she just pulls something out and automatically hit. After a night of like working with you, we're developing systems.
Yeah. She would just
gets the crumb.
Mara would just give Iris just like a snack pack of like goldfish, and Iris would just be there.
She heard a little bit of like you wrinkling around, and without even looking at you, she just handed you goldfish.
Yeah. Yeah. And so Iris is just like having a
Besties.
great time.
Jeez.
Fine.
Coffee and snacks. Mara always has.
Oh man.
Wow, we should probably get out of here. Chip shop.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we get on out. We skedaddle.
Super.
Quick side note, that egg maker works super well. Big fan.
And you like
Is there a human in there?
Phone removal. Okay, but Noah, how cooked is it? Like soft in the middle, or is it over done?
So I chose the hard boil set. Sorry, let me season it right. I chose the hard boil setting.
Okay, I need to.
And it's completely yellow. Look at that.
Ooh.
No.
I'm gonna have to give me one of them.
Fun.
I have poached eggs all the time.
Solid. Good time.
I love me a poached egg, but I can't do it myself. I always fuck it up.
No, well, now we have help.
Egg pod.
Egg pod. Who knew?
Not sponsored, could be.
Could be.
Life and Cygnus
Could
Egg.
you
Brought to you
imagine?
by Egg Pod.
Brought to you by Egg Pod.
Speaking of, if you guys do want to check out our actual
Our real
sponsor,
We are
sponsor.
sponsored.
Please go
You can
support
also
Kings
do
Coast
that.
Coffee.
please use our link and/or use our promo code Amateur Hour at checkout for 10% off of your order. Anyway, love you.
Can you imagine
If you,
we were
if
sponsored
you
by
all, I was gonna say, if you all buy enough coffee, maybe Egg Pod Senpai will notice us, and then we can get big sponsorship.
Okay. Egg Pod sounds like a Shark Tank product, but in the context of a podcast or like stream sponsor,
Pod.
it sounds like a subscription service of some
This
kind.
Yeah,
was
it
a
does.
shark. This apparently was a Shark Tank.
Fuck
thing.
you.
What?
Fuck you.
But they call it the rapid egg cooker, and I feel
Egg
like
pod.
that's a big L.
So
Egg Pod.
It's my favorite
Egg
thing.
Huge
pod.
L.
Egg Pod.
Huge L.
But specifically in the sponsor of like content, it sounds like some sort of fertility service.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like a lot.
It sounds like 23andMe, but for like fertility genetic testing.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can just
All right, guys,
mail
I'm
a
gonna go ahead.
specimen.
We're gonna change that subject over now.
Yeah. So anyway, when I
Anyhow.
was in high school,
Egg Pod.
I had a buddy of mine bring a Pop-Tart and a toaster to a class and plugged it into the wall and made Pop-Tarts during class. And I saw a look on the teacher's face when she realized that her student was making toaster-based Pop-Tarts just during her lesson.
Mhm.
And it was a deep sense of betrayal and hatred and a thirst for violence, and I never really related to it until fucking Noah brought an egg pod from off screen like a shitheel with defiant joy in his eyes.
Okay, but as a former teacher, I instantly related to that rage that you just described.
First of all, as a former teacher, I instantly related to that rage,
Oh.
and second of all, as someone who went to
As
high
a
school with
human.
Dallas, I remember this happening.
What? Yeah, it was awesome.
Why were you there?
I was in we went to high school together. We had a lot of similar friends. We ran in the same circles, so I
Okay,
just
but
heard
question.
about things like that.
I have a question. It's
Was
important.
it a good
Yes.
toaster?
What kind of Pop-Tarts were they?
Yeah.
Pretty sure they were basic bitch strawberry.
I'm pretty sure they
Fuck
were strawberry. Yeah.
off.
Lame. Not worth it.
Right? I was disappointed too. I was like, you couldn't hook me up with some s'mores, you dick.
Brown sugar
Cherry?
cinnamon?
Dude, that
Bring
was
the good
during the
ones?
time when they had the chocolate chip cookie dough ones too, and I was addicted to
Those
chocolate
were
chip
really
cookie
fucking
dough.
Those were
good.
good toasted. Those are really good warm. Anyway.
Anyway, no,
And
the next
also,
time I tell you to
Sarah,
show
you're
me your
not
fucking
enjoying
I really
hands.
like
that
Pop-Tarts,
because he heard
guys.
Scream laughing. He specifically joined the chat because he heard Scream laughing.
I don't know if he's playing League or watching our flag means death.
Oh
So
god.
one of
Even
the two
odds.
of those means something really important. The other one, he's
No.
just being a bitch.
So Mara's gonna look to Crystal, go, so what are we do what is what's the plan now? Where are we going?
I don't know.
Doing.
Concert.
Like,
Could be.
Once you tell
What?
me where
God,
you
I
would like to
fucking
go, I
wish.
can get you there, but I don't know where we're
I-
going specifically.
Oh, I thought
I am
we
a
would just go make a
navigator,
social
not a
call.
leader.
We did just make a social call. I'm sorry, are we making another social call?
Well, yeah, now we know where to find the benefactor.
I heard we were getting chips.
We're
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
heard
go
you-
get some fish and chips and definitely nonchalantly eat the fish and chips while possibly breaking into a loft.
Maybe.
You know.
Eris is gonna just turn towards you and just very seriously go, Dexter, Do they have melted butter? Very important question.
If they don't, we burn it down.
Exactly. Let's go. Iris is just hungry.
Chip shop.
Crystal pulls ahead of everybody else and takes them to the nearest fish and chips. I can get you there once you tell me where you want to go. You want fish and chips? Are we going for the best fish and chips, or are we going for the nearest fish and chips?
Or are you going for the
just pull out the cards.
card?
Yeah, pulling out the card and handing it to you.
Okay.
Also, I just had a mental
See the
image
card.
of the gang on Willy Wonka's boat and Crystal at the front drifting through the nightmare tunnels.
Singing the song.
No, just saying the song.
Yeah,
Much
just
creepier.
word, like no tone,
Yeah.
just
we have
words.
no idea, no way of knowing
Knowing
which way we're going.
Going.
That is creepy.
the rowers keep on
Oh,
rowing.
that whole fucking scene gave me nightmares
Yeah.
from
It's
the
the
ages of
best.
6 to 16.
Oh yeah, I'm showing every young child I care about that movie because that is a good mental scar.
It's a good mental scar.
It's
So
an
is
important
Brave.
mental scar.
The absolute hole that it tore in me to hear that my niece, who is 4 years old, has already seen Brave and it scared her.
To be fair,
It's
That
fucking
bear-
scary.
that bear
Yes!
fight, that bear fight,
That bear
no
fight is
joke.
fucking scary.
That shit got me.
Like, it's intense.
It's rough.
I digress.
Anyway,
So, you hand Crystal the card.
yes.
All right.
Navigate,
Navigate, you navigate?
navigation engaged.
Uh, For
does this
fun's-
place go past the Benefactor studio?
Say again.
Like, are we walking past it on the way there?
No, so the benefactor lives above
How
the chip
close?
shop.
Yeah.
Same building.
Same building. We
Oh.
go to fish and
Yeah.
chips below, and then we go upstairs.
Okay.
so as Crystal, which for funsies, make a navigation check.
Roll
as,
for left, right. Shit.
15.
28 years old, and I still do it every time.
I thought you said Weast.
East. I thought you said East.
West.
Yeah, 15.
15. Okay.
I always confuse my left and rights. I feel like I need to get an L and an R tattooed on my hands,
You kind of do. They're your thumbs.
but I forget.
Tattoo a smaller finger and a smaller.
I had somebody tell me once, your left hand is, you can remember left by the hand that you wear your wedding ring on. And I was like, I still forget.
Yeah, no.
I will
But
point
you would-
left. No, I will point left. And in my brain, I will say left. And what will come out of my brain is right. Or
What
come out of my mouth is
right.
the word right.
The
We're
real
right.
trick is are you left or right-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Okay. Just imagine somebody that needs to get slapped in the fucking mouth, and then which side of your body twitches.
I don't have that much
Then you'll
thought
know.
process before saying
Doesn't
the
help.
word.
I'm ambidextrous, and I slap a lot of bitches.
Slap
Right?
ass with both hands.
I'm actively also bad at doors. So what do you expect from me?
I made a ludicrous joke. I'm done. I fulfilled my contractual obligation.
Oh,
It's
okay.
good. Great.
I
You can
got
change
a
the
24
sound source.
perception check. So
Nice. The most perceived.
Yeah, that was a
I actually have to go
15
through
survival check
and
to
decide.
navigate us to the place.
Oh, Christ.
I'm not rolling fantastically today.
So, you know what's fun?
Yeah.
My volume,
They
for
get
some
this fight
reason,
of the tree.
is fluctuating between going all the way down to muting,
Mhm,
and I literally have to sit here and hold the volume go up button to hear anything.
That's
Give me
amazing.
moments.
your volume is your
Yeah, no,
volume
take your
down
time.
button
What the hell?
Is your volume down button stuck?
Would you like us to assign someone to hold your volume up button?
Giggity.
Pamela, get in there.
That was suggestive.
Well, it's Bean. He lives there.
No, I was to Dallas.
Get in there.
Oh,
Get
hold
in
on,
there.
wrong button.
No, not good.
No.
Oh,
You could put a
Not
rock
good.
on it.
Yeah, just put something heavy on it.
You have crystals. Put a crystal on it.
Yeah, put a crystal on it.
just tip
There
a
it
tap.
works.
Okay,
Tip a
we
tap.
fix?
Tip a tap.
Is it fixed by putting a crystal on it, or is it fixed for real?
I think
Oh,
it's
no.
broken again. I think it's the cord.
Oh
no. Is the cord.
Well,
Well, no, if you're good now. We're good now. We're good now. So
We're
long
good
as
now.
I don't flail.
Don't flail.
Just don't move.
As
Do you have any idea how strong the urge
flail.
of this game
To flail.
coursing through my veins?
Must
God damn it,
flail.
Amanda.
it's who I
Channel
am.
passive aggressive Mara. Channel her.
Channel.
Channel
So,
Crystal.
Crystal,
resident statue.
as you have navigated them perfectly to the chip shop, Mara and Iris make perception checks.
24.
24.
I cannot remember numbers. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Two?
Numbers.
24.
28. Oh, it's close.
Okay.
Same.
Uh,
Same beam. Same.
Sorry, no pants.
my every day. As
Cancer overrated.
Crystal is navigating you through the sidewalks of Old Town and seeing various like horse supply shops and again so many haberdasheries. There's haberdasheries.
A lot
And-
of haberdasheries.
It's too many. There's haberdasheries, there's dress shops, there's a lot of very specialized boutique shopping that seems to take place in specifically the Old Town. You recognize the alleyway as you walk past it that Pinstripe and Top Hat ducked down. Just about half a block before the chip shop proper.
You have to interrupt Steppy telling you that he is an ant named Haberdashery. Steppy's just like, actually, crazy you guys said Haberdashery. I have an ant name.
Is she a gecko or an ant?
50-50.
That's horrible.
That's terrifying. What does that look like?
That is an
Never
unacceptable
mind.
answer.
Oh,
That's an
ah.
unacceptable
As
answer.
soon as you
Change
guys
it.
say, soon as you guys say that's horrible, Steppy looks at you and says, "No, it's my aunt."
Nah.
Aunt as in your mother's sister or your father's sister? Or aunt as in insect?
Steppy yawns and says, "Yeah, one of them. What about that, Allie?"
No, one of them.
Enough about haberdashery.
We're doing a job.
There are
Guys,
children missing.
Guys,
First is gonna roll her eyes and then peek down the alleyway.
Be professional.
You're gonna roll your eyes and then peek down the alleyway.
Yeah.
Crystal's head tilts slightly, and then she's just still zoned in on the chip shop.
Yeah, you like
Taking a look. Just a look.
you like back off your pace maybe 15%, but you don't stop.
No, I'm
No.
continuing on to the chip shop. I'm just
Just
waiting
I have
Out
a job to
from
do.
where
You're
the
sentient
sidewalk
Google
is
Maps.
to where the entrance
Mara's gonna
of the
stop in
chip
front of
shop
Mara.
is. Crystal's just posted up there, looking back at where you guys are.
Mara's
Crystal's
gonna
the
like
one who's like, "Yeah, we do have a job to do. Let's go, guys."
Mara's walking in front of Iris, and she just kind of whirls on her. I'm sorry, what? And like positions her body so Iris can like so they're standing in front of the alley, and she says like, I'm sorry, who did he's her sister?
They were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Her sister was a witch.
And what was her
Her
sister?
sister?
She came down in a fucking
Bubble!
bubble, dog!
Grow up!
Tell me that I'm
Bro.
wrong.
I wish the rage that I channeled wasn't real. Oh my god.
God, I wish that was a bit.
So you are at this alleyway.
Yeah.
From the angle of the security cam, it absolutely cut off well before you could see any feet down this. Now you can see that the alleyway extends about 30 feet down. Both brick buildings on either side are well maintained. These are not new buildings, but they've been well repaired, so it's not like there's massive holes in any of the foundation here. Other than that, it does at this point appear to seem like an alley.
Okay. And then I keep walking
Towards the ship shop?
Chip chop.
Chip shop?
Mara just goes, "Oh my god," and follows.
All right.
As soon as Crystal sees you guys going towards her, she starts walking in towards the ship shop.
We're
Crystal,
done with these frivolities. It's time for chips.
are you holding the card?
I think she just looked at it and then like flipped it and like tucked it into her sleeve or something and then went off.
Okay.
Like
cool.
Memorize address, walk now.
Perfect. So you walk up to the chip shop, open the door, everyone files in, and a teen girl looks up at you. Hi, what can I do for you today?
Fish and chips.
Times 4.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. All right. She turns around and starts making fish and chips.
Thank you.
Do you guys make your own tartar sauce, or do you buy it from somewhere?
No, we make it in house.
Good.
Good.
Steppy mutters to Dexter, "You got to start asking if they make their own mayo. That's the tell from it. Buy the mayo."
Then you have to ask if they make their own eggs.
Yeah,
You have your own
In some form of
If
pod, perhaps?
You have an egg pod of your
Do you
very
have any
own?
egg pods to cook?
May
the
we
mayo?
interest you?
In an egg
An egg pod in these trying times. I offer you an egg pod.
Boy, do
Good
I have
for
a
eggs
business
and
opportunity
peoples.
for you.
Girl, I'm gonna be honest though. Great purchase.
I mean, thank you. My
to
life
know.
will be enriched.
And the
Make their own mayo.
chip
That's
girl
the tell
hands
from
you
it.
5
Buy the
servings
mayo.
of fish and chips. If they make their own eggs.
Can I roll perception to just
You have your
gauge
own
the layout to see if there's
Their own
any
mayo. That-
stairs or doorways that wouldn't fit with the layout of the building that we saw from the outside?
Go for it. It's a pretty small unit as it sits. It's maybe 15 by 15.
Okay.
She made all of the fish and chips right in front of you. They were fresh cut, fresh battered. What'd you get?
17.
17. There is a door to a back room. But other than that, there is just the entrance that you came in.
Gotcha.
So is it like a there's the like where she cooks and then a bar, or is it just like that's where you order and you can't like be close to her while she's making the food?
It's kind of a bar situation, sort of Chipotle situation, where she's making it in front of you. There's a maybe 2 feet between you and her.
Okay. Oh, I meant like, is there a place for like if you wanted to sit and then talk to her while she makes food? Or is it just...
there's enough space for just your party. If anyone else were to come in, it'd be crowded.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
is there any like cameras in here?
not that you can see right off the bat.
Is it chairs or bar stools?
There is no seating.
No seating. Okay.
Okay.
Is there
Okay.
a patio? Can we eat outside?
I was gonna say then I would take the chips and walk outside and try to look nonchalant as we make the round of the building to see how you get into the penthouse.
Yeah, there's got to be like a staircase somewheres.
Right?
Fire escape.
Is there anything like weird on the menu?
Is there anything weird on the menu?
Aside from like fish and chips, like desserts or like
Fucking
beverages
question.
or something that like Mara can like play the tourist and ask her questions about, like, and try to start a conversation with her
to buy your party members time to
like while they're kind of like
looking around.
whether they stay or not, like
Yeah.
she'll start it when they're making the food, and then like if they choose to leave and like walk around the building, she'll continue talking to her.
Yeah, you ask her about drinks, and she starts telling you about the different lemonades and sweet teas that they make in-house, of which there are 15.
Wow.
Cool. Like I said, Mara plays tourist and goes, "Oh my god, this area is like so cool. Also, I have never been here, and your food is amazing. What are these drinks? Because I want one." And I have no idea.
Thank you
which
so
one to
much.
get.
And she is absolutely happy to oblige in the conversation. How about the rest of you?
She's asking about the drink recommendations. She's asking about what's in all those. She's asking about like the area around of like what's good to do. Like I have no idea. This is my first time in New Osaka, and she'll probably say it that way of just like, I think that's where I am. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, sweet little Junebug, you're in Old Town.
Sweet little June.
Cool. Old Town seems way better than where we were before, because what are your
The
recommendations?
fish is cooked.
Where should we go?
The fish is
Like, what shops are great? Like, what are your good haunts? Do you live around here? Like,
just
do
full
you
tourist
like the
act.
area?
Yeah.
Full tourist act.
To
Crystal-
what end are we
so,
grilling the fish?
Well, like, A, I'm
Grill
like, trying
the
to be
fish?
friendly. B, I'm trying to. So inevitably, I will steer the conversation to two things. It is like, is there anything essentially kind of shady going on in the neighborhood? And like, if I can turn the conversation to this building's so cool, like, people live above shops. That's awesome. Who lives, like, do you live above your shop? Kind of situation, and like turn it towards that as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you want a persuasion, which is a 26.
You know what? Yeah.
Or,
I'll
persuasion is 26.
okay.
A deception would be 23.
Okay.
So
I think the bulk of what you're trying to do here is persuasion. And she'll absolutely sit and talk with you for a while. Before I get into that, is there anything that you guys want to be doing while she's
Crystal,
enjoying some fish and chips?
Yeah, Crystal will find whatever the midpoint is between where the fish and chip shop is and where the loft is that we will eventually be breaking into, and kind of be lookout while leaning against a wall and eating.
so
Iris would be eating and also following Dexter to help look for some sort of staircase or entry point.
Correct.
But Crystal would want to have her eyes on as many of the group as possible.
okay.
Deppy would be eating.
I love you, Steffi.
Steffi would be
Perfect.
next to Crystal. This is really good.
Just
Damn,
nomming.
Yo, this fish
These
is
are some
rad.
quality chips.
This fucking slaps.
Okay.
Here, I'll go ahead. I'll roleplay Crystal eating.
That's dedication to the craft right there.
Damn, I ate all my eggs already.
Amateur hour, my ass. That is a professional.
Egg pot round 2.
Say we get paid.
I gotta pop more eggs in that bitch.
doesn't mean we don't do it just because we love it, which is technically what amateur means. So, Crystal, you are going to station yourself across the street and looking at the building. Is that, am I hearing that
Essentially,
correct?
yeah. I want to find somewhere
Okay.
where I can kind of like see what's going on in both areas, and if somebody's coming up
Vertically.
or approaching from outside to wherever they are.
Okay.
I'll stand next to Crystal.
Okay.
I'm helping.
Mara is
I'm
inside,
helping.
and Dexter and Iris,
That means I get advantage on my
Rounding the
perception
building,
checks.
looking for
rounding
an
the
exterior entrance to the upper apartment.
So this chip shop is fit right next to a couple of other buildings. There's no alleyway. There's no space in between them. So to get around to the back of it, you'd have to go back to where the alleyway was, and then work to make your way back there.
Iris would count how many like row houses or whatever the chip shop is from the alley to be able to find the correct building on the backside.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
You get it exactly. In between like
With a
their
mouthful.
chips.
Yeah.
Just
They're really good chips.
She's very greasy,
That fish is delicious.
coated in salt.
Very
But also a professional.
un-Iris.
It's
a
so
rat on her shoulder.
I respect how much time this group spends.
That's eating.
I am fucking here for it.
I'm
We
demonstrating
have
Crystal.
priorities.
Crystal has her communicator up on her hand like this while holding food, and is just like gently pulling off pieces
Like as
and
if you were at a
eating.
party
Yeah.
when you have to balance your
Just
plate on
looking
your.
at it, just keeping track of other people, like just is absolutely.
We're gonna
watchdog
save those
status.
kids, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna do it on an empty stomach.
Why bother? You know?
No, of course not.
Gotta try all the magnificent cuisine.
So Mara,
Mhm.
while you are persuading the chip girl is what I'm gonna call her.
I mean, does she have a name?
Be a
No.
shame if she became an important NPC.
Yeah, first name Chip, second name Girl.
Girl.
Got it.
Hashtag deal with it.
Chip.
If
Middle
you do
name,
want a spare random
Ariel.
name, I can give you one.
No,
Chippy
Uh,
Sutton.
It will
Chip
be
Ariel
ridiculous.
Girl.
So
Chipperella.
Chipperella. Chipperelli. Chipperella.
everyone's middle name is Elizabeth. Everyone.
You fucking what?
That's the
That's
rule in
great.
one of our communities. Everyone's middle name is Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
When we're in the
Elizabeth?
chat and we're like, we need to middle name somebody, we'll use their screen.
Courtney
name, we'll put
Elizabeth Haas.
in the middle. Yes, so they go. So, like for example, Azure Bear, who rated us today, is Azure Elizabeth Bear.
Ah.
Shannon is Shannon Elizabeth D&D. Everybody, Zelu Elizabeth streams, all of it.
Got it. Got it.
So that's just, she's Chip Elizabeth Girl.
Chip Elizabeth Girl.
So
John
Mara,
J. Chip Girl.
Mara, what you're able
Yes.
to glean from Chipperella is that it's a small shop. It's just her and her cousin, and they catch the fish, they buy the potatoes, they peel them. So there isn't a whole lot of space that they need. So yeah, it's really cool that they're also able to because the building belonged to their family and they needed money, they were able to lease the space above. And she mentions that she rarely hears footsteps. It's about once a month that she hears anyone up there.
That's creepy. Concerning. Do not like.
Oh, she leases the space above out.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah, and then Dexter and Iris, you guys are heading down that alleyway.
At that, Mara goes,
Yes.
"That's weird. What? I'm sorry. Have you met him? That's
Well, we mostly do business with just a couple of his associates.
Hmm.
Yeah, they come by, they drop off the check, and it's twice as much as we were asking for. So,
well, that's kind of nice.
So we don't ask questions.
Fair enough.
Something stinks in this fish shop.
It's not
And it ain't the fish.
And
It ain't the fish.
yeah, it's been real helpful to have twice as much we were asking for. It was able to take care of
Especially when they're
Grams
here,
for
they're
quite
here
a while.
once a month. That's weird.
Yeah.
Strange. She would be a lot smoother than Trinity's about to be, but she would ask how, like, when was the last time you heard footsteps?
Well, it's probably been a while. I mean, she looks through her phone. Oh, well, I guess it's been about a month since last time we heard him.
You can it's down to it. I'm sorry, you can track it on your phone.
Yo.
How weird. Wild. And then Mara will go into I just got a phone. These things are crazy what you can track.
It can play Snake.
See? Bloop. Bloop.
Perfect.
Blue?
Bloop.
How long are you gonna distract her? effectively?
Just until she finishes her chips. So she'll
Yeah.
probably get that information and then
20 minutes, half an hour.
do the friendly it was so nice meeting you, and your do
so
the
nice
it was
meeting
your
you
chips are amazing. Whatever drink she got was amazing.
It was a
sweet
sweet
talk
tea.
her, and then say whatever she hopes, something personal. She'll make some personal remark that she's gleaned from her, and then say goodbye.
I hope your cousin and you are successful in your future endeavors.
Yes.
Give love to your mama,
and
then.
then make sure she
Tell your mom I said
throws money in
hi.
the tip jar on the way out.
Perfect.
How's your mother?
And then as
her
soon
I
as
said
she
hello.
wanders out, she'll kind of look around of this place is freaking cool. And then Crystal, and then just kind of wander over to her and be like, good news, bad news. They're there about once a month. Is the good news. Bad news, they're probably gonna be there within the next couple days.
Well, since we're intending to go in there now, I don't see that as much of a problem.
I mean, it
for
could
now.
be now. It's been about a month. So it could be now. It could be the next couple days.
I have not seen anyone yet.
Yeah.
Have I?
Shakes his head
Nope.
as I haven't seen anyone either, with his mouth full.
Head down, mouth full.
A chip falls out of his mouth and he catches it with a dart.
Yes. What a fucking king.
King.
What a hungry.
So, Mara, you rejoin Crystal and Steppy across the street. Dexter and Iris, you both are making your way down the alleyway that Mara and Iris pointed out.
Right. My intention is just to look and see what the access looks like, if anybody is there currently, if we can see a light on.
Mhm.
And if no one's around, I would like to go to the door to see how hard it would be to break in.
As just a side note from Crystal's enhance ability, you do have Cat's Grace, so you have advantage on dexterity checks, and you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if you're not incapacitated.
Ooh. Mara was gonna
Yeah.
ask
Hello.
about how the buildings look, but oof, that's nice.
That
the
lasts
like
for an
somebody's-
hour, so you'd probably be we probably still have 45 minutes left, probably after
Yeah.
the walk.
It's like I'm
Yeah.
gonna jump off a building for fun.
I was gonna say, do these
Good.
buildings look climbable?
Climby buildings.
Climby building?
I mean,
Mara's thinking if she put Mara's looking around to see if there's anywhere that would look maybe she shouldn't go up there, but also if she goes up
You
there and pulls
could.
out a sketchbook to sketch the air, like, this place looks great, to like sketch the area, like, she'd have an excuse, but also she could easily get up and down.
Just regular touristy stuff, you know, eat some fish and chips, climb a building.
This is an artist.
Listen,
artist place,
you
right?
don't know what
Real regular.
in their off time.
Look, if I could climb a building to take a drawing, I fucking
Listen,
would.
I'm not
judging.
saying that I'm training to climb the Eiffel Tower. I'm not saying it.
You know, for
Yeah.
legal reasons, I'm
For
not
legal reasons, I'm not
saying.
I mean,
there is absolutely that's straight up clever enough that you are able to find a space that if the hand holds that you're seeing aren't going to actually hold up the way that you think they will, there's enough of a reach to the next wall that you would be able to wall jump. You'd be able to spider climb.
Nice. Mara does that. And then, like, if the roofs, like, are, like, she'll kind of, like, sketch out to give herself a, like, plausible deniability. And then just kind of, like, casually, like, she'll look
That's my
around,
girl.
do a perception check, see if anyone's there. I will actually roll that for you.
Thank you.
Where's my things? Oh, my lord. I flipped all the way through them.
Dexter and Iris make perception checks since you guys are just trying to get a cursory glance and scaling.
That's a
of-
24. So, of like, what's around? Did you
I
get
should-
a 4?
I should never be unattended.
Well,
I
thank
feel
God
like
you aren't.
as you're looking down the, like, you get to a point where you're looking down the alley and you look up and you're just like, what the fuck is she doing up there?
So weird
Yeah.
looking
So
cat.
distracted. That's all. you
Nora
can
is
focus on.
absolutely just like,
Look at the size of the strays in this neighborhood.
You were saying that.
Do you
and
say that
Ferguson's
out
on
loud?
the other side of the door, screaming at me right now.
Dexter will look over at Iris and say, "Do you see anything?"
I rolled a 16. Don't say that out loud.
That is the response. How'd your perception check go? 16. Oh, we're
16.
fucked.
17. It's trying to,
All right,
it's
play
like
it
trying to
cool.
activate the Winter Soldier.
Don't look at the thugs coming up behind us.
Those crazy kitties.
You hear a sing-songy 24 from the roof, and you're like, what the fuck?
Fuck. That cat can count. My God.
24 followed by a crap. Meow.
Meow.
I didn't even touch anything, and my ears went. My whole mic just went. We're getting there. You keep it together.
Tighten up.
Almost there. Come on.
Okay, so with a 16, you're definitely able to see and hear Mara bounce up the alleyway above you.
That's good.
So that's nice. Right at the very end of the alleyway where there is absolutely no light, there is a loose brick that you just notice is off center and definitely wasn't laid like that.
I'm gonna poke it.
You gonna poke it?
I'm gonna poke it.
You give a poke. And you hear behind you part of the wall begin to shift.
I thought it was going to be a person.
Your door.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
I thought it was going to either be that or like the
Oh, yeah.
Scooby-Doo one where the wall just like flips and you guys are gone.
Yeah.
I was real concerned for a second.
That's when Dexter pulls out his emergency ascot and shit gets real.
One of us goes, zoinks!
His emergency ascot. I just need to pull.
I can't see without my glasses.
You know,
Shut
some
up.
people carry like a flashlight or a lighter, maybe a multi-tool, first aid kit. Nope, ascot.
Got all the tools I need right here.
Steppy yells with his mouth full. Row.
And man, if anyone out there watching us is like you just joined in or you caught up like 20 minutes in, rewatch this when it gets posted onto the YouTube. These players are fucking clever. I am
something egg pod.
I'm sorry, are
Egg
you talking
pod.
about today
even
or
through
last
through that.
episodes?
Even fucking
Sessions,
through
because
that. There's so much shit that you guys like.
I feel
guys
like
did good.
today's been a hot mess.
It is.
That's the speed I love.
The only
I'm
thing
a
I
disaster,
know.
and that's how I like it.
So, delight without D and E and I, which is also a disaster.
What are you trying to do right now?
Spell.
Make a joke.
Some sort of joke.
Do a dad joke.
Okay, you can't just keep making finger guns and think that's gonna make all your problems gonna go away.
Okay, but as the resident,
First of all-
How's that working for you?
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good.
All right, good.
Pew pew.
You thought I was done.
Bitch.
Just when you thought.
Just
Do you have
Yeah.
a permit for those guns?
Keep doing it.
You background checked for those guns.
Oh man.
Have you been?
That just
background
sad.
checked for those guns?
Anyway,
Thank you for saying that out loud. I love that. That's beautiful.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
I gotta
Just the
do
dumb things that pop into my brain and then come out of my mouth.
I
That's
appreciate
what we're all
every
here
single
for.
one of
Oh,
them.
that's why you're
somebody's
here.
gotta-
That's why you're here, and that's why we're also going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Four
Oh
of
no,
us?
wait. No.
No, we're not, because you ruined it.
You ruined it.
unforgivable.
Sorry.
No, my work meeting ruined it.
You-
Don't blame me. I
Girl
don't want
Scouts!
to do it. I don't want to go,
I don't want to go.
but I
I'm
have
in a
to.
band.
You don't want to
Oh man, yeah. So
So we
So
will
we
not be
don't-
on tomorrow.
not-
but we
we're
will
not
be
on
back,
tomorrow.
Thursday. To finally finish the string of disappearances as technical issues have decided to punch us in the face. At any
And Sarah's
possible
gonna
opportunity.
it's a
Fix
new
your mic,
microphone. It's a
Ken.
new cord. There's no reason for any of this to be happening.
Stop.
There's no
Bailey.
reason for my
It's gonna- you're gonna
volume to
lose
be
it. We're
fucking
gonna
with
lose
me.
you.
There's no reason for any of it. Stop. Just stop that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop it.
The finger
What?
guns
What?
from down
What?
below.
What?
It's a
Sorry,
massacre.
Just
A
keep talking. I don't know how
firefight.
to do it. It's just-
Oh God.
All right. We can go now.
Yeah, so
I
thank
think
you
you need
guys
to go to
so
sleep.
much for joining us. Thank you, Coda.
I think you need to use the sleep.
I do need to
We,
use this
maybe
sleep.
I need to use the sleep.
We all need to use
Thank
the
you
sleep.
so much for tuning in
Everyone
with
go
us.
use the sleep.
We will hopefully see you guys on Thursday. We love you so much, and there's not a good goddamn thing that you can do about it. Bye.